Isanara yarahuna did hala gunara umnota gunara amen. Amen amen I say truly I tell you I am Jesus the called Christ. Zion, Kodesh, Holy Spirit incarnate. Revelation 22:12. Behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me to give every man according as his work shall be. My reward is with me. That meaning to say that throughout incarnations, what you died for, what you worked for us. Like Saint Tekla, she was born into a prosperous pagan family. Those times, she was part of the apostle staying, as what it says also here, Revelation 22:12, behold, I come quickly, meaning to say that that is about the apparitions when he's doing the apparitions as I am, as me, you know, as like when you have to appear, usually there are there's many pilgrims that happens in here in where I am that they have to go to the mountains to see him. When he talked that I'm going to show up in this said place, you have to be there wherever you are. You have to follow me. So like one of there were OFW that I have chosen, and she's still on, and she's somewhere in America, somewhere, but she's back to in the same place where I am now, but she is here and there and everywhere depending on the territory where I have commanded her to do in spirit, so she literally, you follow spiritually when you move somewhere and you feel like moving, you want to go somewhere, it is you following the call, because that's the territory where you should be. And call means spiritually, because in physical, that is what you do. You burn things from spirit to flesh. Behold, I come quickly. That is the apparitions. That's apparitions. We call it apparitions, Apparitions. Because you say, Appa, that's my granddad, Appa, that's my granddad. Or he's the one who showed up to... First, before he told me to come into this place, he told me, because Appa means father, humans, and many things to the word Appa, Papa, dad, granddad, great, like that. Behold, my reward is with me. My reward is receiving my truth, receiving my truth. Why I am telling you all this, I am that, and that is the reward I have gained, which is, I even said to him just now that I'm not asking any reward. I do what I can for my dad, and this second paragraph there, to give every man according as his work shall be. That is when I'm angry to every females that comes to me that they are claiming to be a Messiah, or what you call Jesus, or what you call Bride of Christ. That is when I'm angry, to give every man according as his work shall be. And that is when I talk properly to the prophets, because to the true prophets of those times, those who are still with me, that are also finishing the work of the hands, because this isn't just my job, this is also as the voluntarily as you becomes me and I was with you, the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end, the first and the last, and Revelation 22:12 is about the, like I said, apparitions, and that the rewards doth everyone, which is I am using to judge. It's like a gold of bullion. The bullion gold, humans, you haven't seen this in your world. This is like a rose gold, but this is very, very bright, and it's twinkling. It's really, really twinkling, which is time to time, there are people that seeing this place called Beringan. Once it's showing to the, it's only few people that have seen this. When they have to deliver to that place, that is the golden city of the demons. That is the golden city of the demons, which is there's something going on right now in that place, and I have told you about this in the record before. And a while ago, I was talking with him about the city gates, because they are repairing the city gates right now. You know, they are repairing the city gates, which is, like I told you a month ago, that they were hovering on the side because they don't want to hurt us when we're here. Because when I'm hurt, you get hurt too. Your souls get troubled because you becomes me. That's why sometimes you feel like you have no idea. You just feel like you want to cry because I'm hurt too much. You feel like as souls bandages, we are like a chained woman from Andromeda. What you feel is what I feel. And it's just like we are dominoes. We are dominoes, but we will never fall. I tell you this. We will never fall. We will never fall, and we will hold on to each other. You know the song? If we hold on together, that's the symbol of the playing. When we were playing the dominoes in the spirit realm before we come to the earth, that we were crying, the saying that, Matt, one day we will be all together once again, and it'll be a forever. And this is what we work for, which is to give every man according as his work shall be. And that is the reward from the God. From the God. Yes, this is... No. Oh, I don't know what's sorry. I am that God who are thinking for your future. I am that God who wanted you to become in this salvation, because this salvation is crisis. This is really crisis, humans. The meaning of the coronavirus, it was crisis. Many people are hoarding. This time, humans, this isn't uh, this is what I'm what you doing this is why there's many. I have hoard the saints, the spirits of the saints as souls in bondages. Why? Throughout incarnations, I become you, and I become you. So that in this end, those what I've used as saints can be used. This is why I've said that I can redeem you, because through that what I paid for. Every which I stated also in the record before, that every saint, it's also written in the book, which is I'll continue with that later, about that every life is paid for a bloodshed. Like the time of when the body of Alpra was burnt alive. That was completed, meaning to say the body was burned and it is complete. Nothing was taken from it. It is a sacrifice. But when the body is beheaded, that is what you call this? Another thing until it's become completed. And it's when the body is beheaded, it will incarnate again until it's find its real head. Until it's find its real head, because those times humans spiritually, when the spirit are cut, or when it will find it will go, like many saints that even when they are already cut, they're still walking, carrying their own head, like I've stated to you in the record. That is what is the meaning of that they will carry it to find someone to have it. It's also a symbol of the root of from the branches. What cuts in the, like I said to you, that when I was GSUS spiritually, I am the gardener. That PRUNE, the branches. And then it's a symbol of head also, that when it's beheaded, it will put to somewhere else for someone to carry that until it becomes full, and then it will die naturally, until it will die naturally. And then that's another thing. It's like what you call this? It's like lending, and then it will double up. It will double up, and that is what I've said. I am your redeemer. Because through death of the saints, why I am the blood of his people is because that is the reward that shall be given to each and every man according the work that he shall have done. Because we won't throw everyone away just because you are not in the book of life. No, I will give you redemptions through that. Why, humans? Because I search your hearts. But those who blaspheme me, I'll tell you. Those who claims to be my messiahs, I will tell you. You won't and will not. Because in your heart you are boastful, proud, egoistic, whatever you are, dark and evil. You know? Behold, I come quickly. Apparition of the King every time. He goes to the Mass every Saturday night. And then he will clear up things in there and for me to carry with him. That is what he does. Every Saturday night he cleans. And then, because I cannot, my spirit humans cannot stand with the world. So he cleans spiritually, and I now is the one cleaning spiritually, because that is the spirit that we gained from when we were apostles, JSUS, Christ, archangels, and the prophets, and that is why Sunday morning we come to the Mass quickly spiritually, and it's depending on the place where you are, because we have spirits as Christ. We have spirits as Christ, depending on who is the giver of the message of the mass of those times, of the passage of those times, of who's gonna read the gospel. Because humans, those who read the gospel, I search the heart. I won't let just anyone to read the gospel in that church if their heart is boastful. I always choose the one with a joyful heart. That too is written in your book, which is I will continue in the next record. So behold, I come quickly. That means of the apparition. Every time he showed up to my flesh, every time I saw him in the church, in the true church I've chosen. That is what it means. His apparitions to I, that only I can see him in the church where he is.